Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to become a Tiger Fairy. Hopefully this one will work. This is about the time that I tried to commit suicide. So it's a hard one. So let's get started. Okay, I was on my way. I had noticed that I was out of Concerta. And if you don't know what Concerta is a ADHD med. Okay, it's a medication for ADHD. It helps you concentrate, controls your appetite, and all this other stuff, just so that you're there. And it also helped me with my anger. But my understanding is that it was like so expensive, and my insurance wasn't covering it, I guess. I don't know the whole story about how, and at this time it was like methadone or something like that. But I was gonna go and run and get that. Well, I see my little sister in a yard she's not supposed to be in. No one's in that yard, so I go and chase her and tell her, and try to tell her, hey, you're not supposed to be in this yard, you're supposed to be in our yard. Well, I chased her all the way down and to a block before the school. She ran to the school, and she got into someone's car. At this point, I'm thinking she was kidnapped, and I'm freaking out like crazy. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get in so much trouble. My sister's kidnapped. Ugh. And they dropped her off where I was. And they were like, is this your sister? I was like, yes. Well, you better keep a closer eye on your sister. I was like, she just ran. I remember her looking up at me like this, saying, are you mad at me? I was like, yes. Because I was. It's not funny. I had to actually, since I was on, I think the Concerta actually stopped me from like hurting her or anything. Plus I was on Flexidone and Yaz, but Yaz is a birth control that I don't think FDA allows anymore. But I was on Flexidone, which is Prozac, generic Prozac. And if they were to actually put me on Prozac, I would lose it. She would have actually been killed or really severely hurt. But she wasn't, because I wasn't on Prozac. I was on Flexidone. And so we walked her home. Oh, and the lady said that she's going to yell at my mom too. And I was like, this kid runs all the time. I mean, like, you try to keep an eye on her. And, I don't know, like, what she said to them or whatnot, but, like, so we ran, got home, and I ran and got back on my bike, and I was like, you know what, this is it. I'm done with life. There's no point in life. There's nothing. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to go grab the Concerta. I'm going to take 3 pills and call it the end. And I'm not like this anymore, okay? So just don't be calling people to check on me or anything, because I'm not like this, okay? So I ran to Walgreens, which I had to cross the street, but there were so many cars in the way. And I'm a Christian, so I'm going to say this. I think God had that in so that there's less of a chance that I was going to do it. And, like I said, this may actually be very emotional for me. I don't know if I've ever told anybody else, but my brother, I may have told some friends, but, finally the cars passed, so I ran and grabbed the Concerta. And I was still thinking, I'm done with life, there's no point in it, I'm always going to get in trouble because this little kid runs all the freaking time. Ugh. So I go and I spot my little brother, who's also mad because he's afraid he missed the skate party that our elementary does all the time. And I said, well, you know what, there's no point anyways, I'm just done with life, I'm gonna just take 3 pills of Concerta. And he's like, you do that and I'll call the cops. I have a huge fear of police. And I think this was actually a cry for help when I said that to him. Okay, so so we went home. My laptop was in the kitchen, and I looked up the number for suicide hotline. And I called it, and I think I X'd out of Internet Explorer because I didn't want people to get into my business, because, I mean, you're looking up suicide hotline. It could be embarrassing, I guess. I don't know. And I called, and this nice lady answered the phone and said, hello, what's your problem? Hello. And like just sort of talked, and we talked about what was going on. And I said, I'm done with life. These are not fake tears either, you guys, okay? Damn, I didn't realize this would happen. I knew it could, but I was hoping it wouldn't happen. But, I said, I'm done with life, and she's like, well, tell me what happened. And I told her that my sister had ran off, and she's like, well, that's the problem, is you're nervous, and you wanted to end your life because of that, and that's not an option. And, like, this sweet lady, like, talked me out of it, like, because I told my little brother. By the way, I am perfectly fine right now. I'm not like that anymore. But, like I said, that was so hard. Like, the sweet lady who doesn't even know me from Adam or Eve was like, there's no point in it. Like, I mean, I know they're trained at Suicide Hotline to, like, talk you out of it, obviously. And so, like, really, I give that lady credit for that. Like, I would not be alive. Or, I would not be out of that house, probably. Or I'd actually probably be in a group home right now. Or a mental hospital right now. Due to the fact that I would have overdosed. Or even been dead. Like, I don't know. I don't know if my little brother told anybody. I know I did not tell anybody other than him about me thinking about it. And, like, yeah. Now, if you guys are ever thinking about it, usually what I guess is my understanding, because I guess my dad didn't, and, this is my understanding, is like, you cry out for help if you really don't want to commit suicide. Okay? And I'm actively avoiding suicide all the time. Okay? I ride my bike, so I'm always worried about my safety and stuff like that. Like, I just recently noticed that I had to get a new helmet because I didn't want to, like, end up hurt. And another bad accident, and my helmet actually cracks. And I have brain issues in the back or in the front or whatever. So I went and got a new one, and that would have just been like that's not even suicide. That's like just accident prevention. I'm always actively trying to stay alive. This is so hard. I promise you, I am not like this. But like, I am not like that anymore, I will tell you. But if you do, I will put links, I will put the number for American Suicide Hotline, and also like my Discord, obviously. In Discord, you can voice chat someone, so you can actually talk to me, and you'll hear this voice and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And then you tell me, and I will actually talk you out of it. I promise you that. I won't tell you like what the problem is, because I'm not sure what, like, how she figured that one out. Like, obviously I was like very upset and stuff. Side note too, I must say that I do suffer from general anxiety issues, general anxiety disorder. I've just learned to cope with it the best I can. And at that time, I think that's what caused like me to almost end it. I mean, because I figured that I would get in a lot of trouble. I'd probably be in the hospital or something. I would have gotten yelled at, all this other stuff, for something that's not even my fault. I mean, like, you can't blame a kid for something that another kid does. Granted, I was 19, and yes, I was beyond mad with her. But she was okay. I guess she went to the skate party and stuff like that, which she shouldn't have, in my opinion. And, so, but she was also spoiled too, and she still is. I mean, like, crazy spoiled. She won't listen to me. And so, but this brother of mine, we've always been like this. Like, nothing's going to hurt us or break it, hopefully. But yeah, and if I ever do find out that you are, I will always be trying to contact you every day. Like, not like text or not creepy, but like just trying to see if you're okay until you get over that hurdle. Just because, like, that's the type of person I am. I mean, like, if I'm up at 1 a.m. over here and you're saying I'm done with life, I will pop on my Bluetooth and talk to you until you stop that. Because I don't think suicide should be an option. I really don't. That's my honest opinion, is that suicide should never, ever, ever, ever be an option just because your life is terrible. Like, talk to someone, okay? If you need therapy, get the therapy you need. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, and always remember, you can do what you set your mind to.